Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. It's a Matchday 31 preview. My name is Julian Gennatti. Juventus and Napoli tomorrow. It's first versus third. Because last time I talked to you, we were 7th place without our 15 points. But since then, a couple things have happened. Stick around and you'll find out what's going on in the news. Welcome back. Okay, so Wednesday night, me, Alejandro, do a live about the potential 15 points coming back in the table for Juventus. Cool. And then the next day we had the Europa League quarterfinal against Sporting Lisbon, where we thought the announcement would be made right beforehand, and pretty much happened. Thursday, 15 points were decided to be given back to Juventus. Not for the reasons why we thought they would. It's basically they're coming back, but they could potentially go away again, or there's another penalty coming, and we still don't know where we stand. I personally don't know where we stand. All I can look at is the table right now, and it says we're third place. For now. But with a win against Napoli in Matchday 31, we can become second. Because, funny enough, Serie A is absolutely dog shit. The league sucks. The quality of the teams and the standards are so poor, Juventus included. And Lazio lost, at the time of recording, 1-0 to Torino at home. Sassuolo, a team we just lost 1-0 to and looked piss poor against on the previous match day. We lost 1-0 to Sassuolo. They lost 3-0 to Salernitana. So our last two match day losses, Lazio, Sassuolo, both lost at the time of recording to Salernitana and Torino. It's appalling, our standard in the league. It's appalling, the total standard in the league. And I don't care if somebody tells me the league is competitive, great. That doesn't mean it's good. It doesn't. I'm sorry. The league is good if 4 teams are where Napoli is. That's a good league. That's raising the standard. One team has 75 points, everyone else has 61 or less. The league's not good. Anyway, that's my little rant for there. We do have some quotes from Allegri today when he did his little press conference. Not too many quotes, but and then we'll go through potential injuries or potential lineups, let's say. So Max Allegri says, Napoli is having an extraordinary championship. We have to play a good game. Our goal is now second place. Because all of a sudden we have our 15 points back. We're 2 points off of Lazio. And Lazio has played a game ahead of us. We have a game in hand on Lazio, and it's against Napoli. So there you go. Now all of a sudden it changes to second place. Chiesa has the minutes to start, but I will make the decision tomorrow. So again, Federico Chiesa still can't play consistent 90 minutes. That's been the story all season. That's been the story at Juventus Football Club for the past couple of years now. Our what's it called? Our injury history, our medical records are probably amongst the worst in Europe. Do you remember when Arsenal in like the mid-teens, mid-20 teens had the long laundry list of injuries like Abu Dhabi, Alex Song, Thomas Rositzky, all those guys? This is what it feels like for the past 4 or 5 years. The amount of injuries this team or the club has sustained. I think it's personally some of it's self-inflicted. Actually, not some of it. I think most is self-inflicted. Why are some teams, players... Why is Ciro Immobile getting into a massive car crash? God bless his family or whatever. Why are they getting into a massive car crash and then he's playing the next day? Or the next match day? He sustained injuries. I'm pretty sure. I'm just looking it up right now. But I'm pretty sure. Let's load it up right now. Was he on the bench? Yeah, he got subbed in. So why is that possible? But then Chiesa can't play 90 minutes after recovering from his ACL injury in October. It is now almost May. Lucas Hernandez tore his ACL on Bayern Munich in the World Cup in December. He's already back training. It's been 4 months. Why is Chiesa tore his ACL in January? This dude should be playing consistently by now, starting matches. Why doesn't he just start the match? I like the player management. Alejandro made a very good point. He's been making a good point since we started the channel. Since Allegri's come back, which is ironically enough, since we started the channel, since Allegri's come back, his second stint with Juventus, his player in-game management is horrendous. It is horrendous. The stuff off the field where he talks about when he defends his players or whatever, like that part of his management, fine, whatever. He always does that. But the usage of a player, the time to make the use or changes in a game, all that stuff, he has been dreadful. And now it's been almost 2 years. And that's when we hear Zidane's coming or wants to come back. I don't know how much I believe that, but we can leave that for another time because we're talking about Juventus and Napoli and how Chiesa still won't be able to start again. He started against Sporting Lisbon in the Europa League on Thursday. Wasn't good. He wasn't good. Let's not kid ourselves. That dude was not good on Thursday. Neither was Di Maria. But in order to shake all that shit out of his system, he needs consistent minutes. He needs to consistently play. Just like everyone was bashing Fabio Moretti, let dudes consistently play to get better, to get their legs back under them. Like Paul Pogba should be starting tomorrow. I know he won't, but he should. It's about time. He looked really bad on Thursday as well, but they need to get minutes. This season's been a write-off already. And I don't care if we got our 15 points back and we're in a Europa League semifinal and a Coppa Italia semifinal. I don't care that we are competing in 3 competitions. Like, there's meaning to 3 competitions left. I'm not saying we're competing for 3 trophies. I'm saying I don't care that we are competing for, or in all 3 competitions we're competing for something. I don't care. This team is horrible. And at the end of the day, if we do strike out and we don't make the final or win the Europa League and we don't win the Coppa Italia and we finish 4th, what the hell's different from last year? You're supposed to be improving. This is not improvement. This is worse. This is decreasing. It's not good. And it comes down to the coach, and it comes down to everything that happened this year. It was just horrible. It's like, I cannot wait for May 31st if we get to the Europa League final. Then the season will probably, most likely, I think it'll be done by then. Moving on, Allegri saying, we did what was possible to do in the league. We have to do our best between now and June 4th. So there you go. June 4th is the end of the league. So he said, we did what was possible to do in the league. So he's saying he's happy with where they are. We have 7 losses and 30 matches. 7 losses. That's horrible. That is like 6th, 7th place, usually 6th, 7th place standard. 7 losses. Not to mention the 5 Champions League losses. We've lost 12 matches this year. Not to mention, again, the draws that we've had. We've drawn Nantes. We luckily drew Sporting. We've drawn Inter in the Coppa Italia. Plus all the draws in Serie A. I think there's 7 of them. Or 5. I think 5. Yeah, 5 of them. Our win to not win ratio, so draws and losses, is not good. We haven't won. When was the last time we won a game? We're getting all these positive outcomes. Like the 15 points, the Europa League semifinal. The last time we won a game was the first leg of Sporting, I'm pretty sure. Let's check that out. Schedule. Draw to Sporting. Lost to Sassuolo. won against Sporting, lost to Lazio. Like, this month was the hard month, and we have 2 wins in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 2 wins in 6 games. Is that the standard now? Is that what's good enough for Max Allegri? This is why this guy needs to get out, refresh everything, and we go again. There's been growth from all the players. I'm not worried about Vlahovic. He is a great player. I don't want to talk about Vlahovic today. I'm annoyed enough as it is. Does he get service? No. Is he good on the ball right now and linking up play? No. 2 things can be true. He should be performing better, but what do you want him to do in front of the net when there's no service? 2 things can be true. This is why, back in January, I was one of the first people who said, I don't care. Like, I don't want Vlahovic to be sold, but I do not care if Vlahovic is sold. If Max Allegri is the coach next year, I do not care if Vlahovic is sold. That's my outlook on it. And people were like, what are you talking about, Julian? Very clear. Max Allegri strikers drown, especially since he's come back. Like, Milik and Vlahovic have the same output at this point of the season. I think Milik is actually a little bit better, but again, less minutes, injury, the type of minutes. There's context to all these things. But Dusan Vlahovic has not scored a Serie A goal since October 16th. From open play, I'm pretty sure. Or something like that. Something like that. Something about October 16th, and he's not scored an open play goal since then. That's crazy. This is your 70 million euro striker. The coach actually has to get the most out of him, or you sell the player. Because he's doing some Amari type shit right now. But again, it's not all on him. He needs service. He needs, like, again, on Thursday, his main creative players, Chiesa, Di Maria, were ass. What do you want? Would Erling Haaland score a goal on Thursday if he played for us? Maybe because he's a robot and he scores that weird flicked ball header that Vlahovic couldn't contort his body to. Maybe he scores that one because he's crazy. Going on, Bremer is doing okay, so that injury was nothing too crazy. And then he says, it's not like I have to take them out. Tomorrow, Napoli will be missing 2 or 3 players, so they have taken them out already. Oh, Allegri's commenting on that, saying Allegri on a player he would like to take out of the Napoli squad. So apparently they have some injuries. I'm going to go to that now to see potential lineups. This video is a little bit longer because I need to vent a bit, because there was 2 positive things that came out, like I said, and this past week since I last came on the channel. I still don't have positive vibes around the club. There's no positive vibes for me. We have 2 wins in April out of 6 games, and tomorrow's against Napoli. So potentially for Napoli tomorrow, where's the injuries? So they're not even big players that are injured. So Rahmani is injured, Simeone is injured, Mario Rui is injured, and Politano is injured. Who cares? So tomorrow they got their 4-3-3 as per usual, or whatever, the 4-2-3-1, however you want to call it. Meret in goal, who is outstanding against Milan in the Champions League. Oliveira, who's coming in for, Mario Rui. Juan Jesus and Kim at the back because Romani's injured, and Di Lorenzo on right back, of course. Lobotka, Zielinski, and Gisa, Zambo and Gisa, who that's their standard midfield. And then Kvaratskhelia, Osimhen, and Chucky Lozano because he comes in for Politano, the usual starter. So again, still a very strong team from Napoli that they're putting out there. They probably want revenge for what happened in the Champions League. They'll be dangerous. They'll have 55% of the ball. We'll have 45. We'll try and counter. Depends who's playing if we're going to be able to counter well. I'm going to quickly check Giovanni Albanese to see if he has any lineup information. I doubt it because it's so far in advance. But let's see anyway. No, he's got nothing right now. Okay, so I'm basing this off this app I use. Tech and goal, Gatti, Bonucci, Danilo at the back. God bless Bonucci. If Bonucci's starting tomorrow and there's Danilo and Gatti beside him, Osimhen's cooking tomorrow. One ball in behind, and Bonucci's going to need a gas mask to get air back in an oxygen tank. Anyway, midfield 5 because we play 3-5-2. So DeScilio right wing back apparently. Fagioli, Locatelli, Rabiot, the classic 3, and then Kostic out wide left. So according to this, it doesn't look like Chiesa or Di Maria are playing. Up top, Milik and Vlahovic. And again, this is subject to change. This could change at any minute. Just look at the lineup that is put out there on social media an hour before kickoff. So on paper, our team's still better. I'm sorry. Like, they have two absolute gunners in Kvaratskhelia and Osimhen, and Kim's good at center back, but it's all about coaching, man. It's all about team chemistry and coaching when in the big games. If Allegri devises a masterclass, I'll tip my cap to him, all that stuff. But there's a reason why Napoli's 15 points ahead right now. Coaching, team chemistry, team cohesion. The willingness to go attack. The willingness to go out ahead and try and win the game. If we sit back and twiddle our thumbs, what happened in Napoli in January could happen again. I can easily see that happening again. Let's not kid ourselves. Bonucci at the back there, I'm scared. I'm not absolutely positive he will play. It could be Alexandro filling in at center back again. Who knows? We'll see tomorrow. But if it's Bonucci, I'm like, that dude is the slowest person in the league probably, and Osimhen's the fastest. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm a bit nervous looking at those lineups. We got twin towers up top, no speed, no speed in behind, nothing. If we go on a counterattack, there's no team speed. Is Kostic fast? Yeah, but Vlahovic and Milik aren't fast. DeScilio can't sprint, so I don't know. The way Milan continually beat Napoli was because Rafael Leao was a one-man counterattack, or Brahim Diaz was very good in the open space. We don't have those two kind of players. Oh, sorry. We do. What's that noise? Huh. We do have those players. Like, Di Maria can definitely do what Brahim Diaz does. But also, Chiesa can do what Rafael Leao does. We have those players, but they're not playing. That's the reality. So, we'll see what happens. Again, if we win, we move to second. If we don't win, if Roma win, we're tied for third and fourth. And if Milan win, they're only down 3 points. So there is something to play for now, 100%. But it's not the end of the world if we lose again, because we know we should be expecting it at this point. We are the worst team by 15 points. And we have other competitions to worry about, whereas Napoli actually have nothing else to worry about, which is crazy. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to do my prediction. I think Napoli will win. I'll say 2-0 Napoli. Crazy I even say that, but with those lineups that I saw and the way things are currently going, we can't even make a pass into the opponent's box at this point. Or when we do make a pass, we can't even receive the pass properly. That's another thing we should get into, but it's another day. I think Napoli will win 2-0. And again, I think it's going to be another lackluster, toothless performance. Alejandro's going to be there, so good for him. I hope he enjoys himself as much as possible. Yeah, and that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Am I being way too negative about the season? I don't think I am, because context matters. This game is more for pride than for anything else. 3 points is on the table, and it would be better if you obviously we do win, but I don't see it happening. Anyways, that was my rant. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Follow Bianconeri Zone on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Bianconeri Zone. Follow myself at Janai151. I've had some banger tweets come out past couple of days. Good enough for the main account to retweet me. So go follow me there. Follow Justin Safaro at Justin Safaro. And Justin went on the All Juve cast. They're recording a podcast today. Go check that out. Our main guy's on their channel right now. So go check that out on their YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching. Forza Juve. We'll see you next time. Ciao.